Hello, welcome back, and welcome to round one. I seem to have won the dice roll, and I'm going to go first. This hand's not terribly exciting, but it's very solid. It's got the reins in it. I can make a 2-drop and Trinket Mage into a spell bomb to draw some cards, using the customary right click for hello and good luck to my opponent. You can have a pretty good guess of what most people are playing by first lands in this format. Our planes is I haven't seen a good poison deck with planes in it so far. Well, I'm sure it's possible if you've got enough other factors. I don't think it's terribly likely. I'm going to run out the Trinket Mage first, rather than the Rock Replica. This rips the Flight Spell out of my deck. Well, one of them at least. And if I start being down, I want to have a 2/2 flying first striker than 1/4. And if I make the replica on 5 mana, I can instantly go and I can play it and its ability in the same turn. He did not make a 4-drop, which is good. Now I could have made my own replica here, but what I do is I'm just going to make some more mana and attack him. I'm not overly concerned about his Auric replica, but which is, oops, my old video coming back to haunt me. Ooh, my guy was instilled with infection. That's not the biggest deal. If I'd had Mara on turn 2 and then he'd been on play and killed it, that would have been a lot more annoying. But as is, I'm not that bothered. We're in this guy here now. Now, if something terrible happens to my New York replica, obviously he can bounce Trinket Mage if I really want to try and draw get that second flight spell bomb for the card drawing. Although being a 1/4 defender is pretty good. That's not the worst. I'm fairly happy with that. Stick. Returning that guy. A clone shell. That's alright. I don't really have any intentions of having to interact with that. Although, as some people do not know, that once you have a face down card exiled with something like Clone Shell, you can't look at it again. So even if I was to say Volition Reigns that, I would still have no idea what he's got under there. Luckily, on Modo there's never any confusion about what card is under where. You can't really see the arrow there, but there's an arrow pointing. I'm just gonna obviously keep this Volition Range in my hand. I could steal his Clone Shell or his Glenhawk, but he's bound to have something better to steal. There's not really that much reason to keep lands back, unless you're just trying to bluff things. But he knows I had a flight spell bomb anyway, and if he has like the one discard spell in the format in Psychic Miasma, I'll be amused, and then hopefully I'll be able to draw something random with my flight spell bomb to save the reins. He's building up a reasonable aggressive force here, but Strider Harness is a pretty good addition to my defensive line. I think I'm gonna tool up the Trinket Mage, and then after attacking him for 3, I'm gonna move the Harness back to Replica, because then it'll be able to actually kill off his 2/2 guys. Now again, I could move it to Silvermere, because if he does something to kill off Replica, then I'll take a reasonable amount of damage. And you know, the mirror is not really that important to me anymore, so I am actually going to move that over to the mirror, because you know, if I get to trade that off for a Morak Replica, that's just fine. I have plenty of artifacts in case I randomly draw the Sertark or a Galvanic Blast. You know, we're sort of trading hits, but I'm not really worried. He has 3 cards in his hand, but I'm not sort of getting the sense that they're all that exciting, unless you know they're super expensive, in which case it'll be the perfect sort of target to get with my Evolution Reigns. I'm actually gonna blow up this Flight Spellbomb just now and draw a card, because you know I didn't have enough. It's not like I'm trying to keep mana open for the New York Replica, because I only had 1 available anyway. That's good. I'm quite happy to draw that. Hopefully I draw something fairly bad. That's not really bad. However, in this situation, I'm quite excited to play this card and tool it up with Strider Harness and really start beating down. Hopefully I'll just draw something weak. Okay. Sorry, Perilous Mirror. He's having to take a break. I really like having equipment against non-red decks. Having equipment against red decks always terrifies me, because turn to Slag is such a beating if they actually get something along with a decent creature. I'm pretty happy about putting him to that. I could have attacked with New York Replica there, but I am aware that he could make Strider Harness and something. I'm not entirely sure, but if he really wanted to avoid going on 4, he could have blocked. And then something terrible might happen to me if I attacked for too much. And I'm pretty sure he can't stop both of my flying guys anyway, so I have to have a look back at the exact situation there, because maybe it would have just been better if I had attacked with the New York Replica and put him to 4, so that he definitely dies in my upkeep, but maybe not upkeep, I would just still attack him anyway. That's interesting. Now, attacking with these guys, I think that means he's just dead, because he doesn't. If he's attacking with this guy, the card under Clone Shell must be something good, because if he at this point I can't see any way for him to deal me 9 to finish me off. So if I block with a Replica, he can Fume Spitter his Clone Shell, and if he got back, say, a Razor Hippogriff, he could get back the Auroch Replica and go to 8. So I'm just going to take that. It feels like he shouldn't have played Fume Spitter if indeed his plan was to Clone Shell something out, because then maybe I might have I would have been more likely to block. Let's see. So here he might have Dispense Justice. He doesn't have Metalcraft, but it would stop me from killing him if well, not really going to stop me from killing him. Yep, that's fine.